What's up, everybody? My name's Big Cam and welcome back to another trailer reaction. And today we are talking about the Wicked for Good trailer with Cynthia Errivo as ELPHBA and Galinda the Good Witch played by Arianna Grande from John M. Chu as the director, I believe. But this is coming to theaters November 21st, and this last weekend there was a whole bunch of trailers that got released. So I have a couple that I've been wanting to talk about and that will be coming out over the next few days, maybe all on the same day. Who knows when I'll release these. But let's jump right on into the trailer of Wicked for Good and just talk about the things we're seeing and the things we're liking, and if it's bringing up any emotions. Because the first time I saw this, I was like, oh man, I forgot I liked Wicked 1. You know, at least the relationship between the two of them, and Cynthia Errivo really crushing it as the Wicked Witch. And she's not so wicked, she's just misunderstood and green. But on to the trailer.
ELPHBA, I know you're out here. Just come in before the monkeys spot you.
Ooh, so they start with glass starting to crack, and she senses that ELPHBA is near, and she walks out to her balcony and she goes, ELPHBA, I know you're out here. Get in here before the monkeys see you. So the monkeys of Oz, or Oz, whatever, Emerald City, are looking for the Wicked Witch, and she's here to see her friend Galinda. And she does this full 360 shot where she's not there at first, and they go full 360 all the way around, and then all of a sudden she jump scares us. She's there behind her with broomstick and dressed in all black with the big pointy hat, and ooh, I think we're going to see a little bit more of the Wicked Witch nature of the Wicked Witch, but also I think, I'm not sure how part 2 of this story goes, and I'm fascinated to see how the Wizard of Oz connects into all of this, and not just Oz, the guy, Jeff Goldblum. I'm talking about the original movie and those characters of Dorothy and the Tin Man and everything. Eventually, I think will be in this movie. But on to the next portion of the trailer with a really cool Universal logo.
There's no going back. This is between us, the wizard and I.
The Wicked Witch can't elude us forever. Not with Prince Fiyero and his squadron hot on her trail.
Alright, so at the end of that clip, we see Jeff Goldblum still acting as the fake Wizard of Oz, and we also see the beginning of that had the Universal Pictures classic, logo. I thought it looked really cool. And she also, throws her hat down, and she's singing some spell, I believe, and she's like, nama, 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 nama. I don't know what she's saying, but I kind of liked the beat of it. I was like, ooh, I can get into this. It's kind of got a dum da dum da dum da dun da dun da, kind of, I gotta dig it. There was some of the songs in this that I was even in the first one, I was you just can't not vibe with this. But you see her stick this, people are afraid of me, and it says run from the Wicked Witch, and she says this is between the wizard and I, which I believe the wizard and I was a song from the first movie. Maybe comes back, who knows. But yeah, she seems to be casting some spell, and things are floating through her place, and they drop a beware of the witch, and it doesn't even look like her, but just some green witch lady with yellow eyes. We see Ariana Grande's character, Galinda, putting on a crown of some sorts. We see monkeys flying. We see Michelle Yeoh's character. I forget the name of her character, but she's really the Wicked Witch. She's the troublemaker behind the scenes doing all this shit, because she's the one causing tornadoes to happen, which probably is what brings Dorothy from Kansas, right? What we also see Jonathan Bailey as Fiyero, and he has some military type outfit on, and seems like she has hired him to hunt down ELPHBA, and she says that his squadron is hot on their tail. Interesting. But on to the next portion of this trailer.
The wonderful Wizard of Oz. No one believed in you more than I did.
ELPHBA. They're coming for you.
Ooh, so much like in the original Wizard of Oz, they're hunting down the witch, you know, and she writes out in the sky, much like, you know, hand over Dorothy, like in the original. She writes out in the cloud, your wizard, or not even our wizard lies, right? As if he's also her wizard. Our wizard lies. But they're, you know, making her out to be the bad guy. And we see like an angry mob with, you know, pitchforks and torches as she's walking. Oh boy. Oh boy. But also at the very beginning of that clip, she says, the wonderful Wizard of Oz, as she touches the yellow brick road. So maybe we see the yellow brick road getting built, or maybe she's like talking to Dorothy and them in this moment when she lands in Oz. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know how closely they adapt the original movie into the second part of this, but I'm fascinated alone that they're going to be in it, you know. But on to the next portion of this trailer.
I've heard it said that people come into our lives for a reason. I know I'm who I am today because I knew you. Think of what we could do together.
Oof, it's just so fascinating to me, like that. If you think about the original movie, you know, Glinda's just like, oh, you crushed her, put on her ruby slippers, and yeah, go steal her broomstick, and then go back to Kansas, you know. And this is more like, you know, what if the Glinda and the Wicked Witch of the West actually were best friends, but also kind of lovers, right? Like, there's more of like a love, like I love you, I see you, than like more of like a friend. You know, it's not really like a friend thing. I think it's more of like a they want to fuck thing. But I don't know. Maybe they could just be really great friends. But yeah, you know, like that whole portion of it's just kind of sweet to see them, you know, all lovey-dovey together, and her resting her head on her shoulder and just being so calm and peaceful. And she's like, imagine what we could do together. And yeah, but too bad you're gonna be the good witch and I'm the bad evil witch, and we can't be friends because Dorothy's gonna kill me because she has to go home. Like, so Dorothy's not a good person after all. She's just a murderer. Like, who knows? On to the next portion of the trailer. Ooh, so maybe they can get changed for the better. We see maybe Galinda's getting married to Fiero? What? What? And we also see a cloaked figure on horseback riding into like this dark tower. Almost looks like Shrek going to save Fiona from the dragon type of shit. But we do see for a quick moment there the Dorothy and her little dog, but this is as she's leaving, what, Munchkinville, because she's not with the rest of the crew yet. But we do see Galinda and the Wicked Witch dancing with like a colorful rainbow pattern in the background as like they're dancing with the wizard. So maybe this is at the very end of the movie where when she's changed for good. Who knows? But yeah, they seem to be swinging on a broom through like this magical space, and the monkeys are chasing after this horseback cloaked figure. They're chasing Shrek, but then we hear the wizard say, "Bring me the broom of the Wicked Witch of the West," and he says that to the Cowardly Lion, Tin Man, and I think that might be Scarecrow over there, as well as with Dorothy. But yeah, we see a little bit of the Tin Man's axe, and we see the lion, but we don't really see a good shot of the Scarecrow. But either way, Dorothy and the original crew of the Wizard of Oz are in this movie, but the lion is more of a actual lion versus a man in a suit like in the originals. But still very cool. But on to the next portion of the trailer.
For a while there, I thought you changed.
I have changed.
It's time.
For both of us.
To fly!
Ooh, so Cynthia Errivo goes shooting up into the sky because it's time for both of us to fly. So maybe this is Galinda in her bubble learning that she can fly as well and she doesn't even need a broom. She can just float about in her bubble. Yeah, very interesting. We see like her classic wand in the bubble like from the original movie. And we see ELPHBA say to Fiyero, I thought for a while there that you changed. And he says, I did change. And it seems like they're going to kiss. So maybe he doesn't marry Galinda and he actually loved ELPHBA all along. But what is he holding there? Is he holding like a little bit of a flintlock like pistol, but like it's like Wizard of Oz pistol, and he's like pointed it at the wizard there, and yeah, and then it seems like they make some drastic escape with all the animals that can talk, because if you remember from the first movie, Peter Dinklage's like goat, and like there was a whole problem that all of the animals are no longer being able to speak because they're doing something to the animals, and you know, I think that might, you know, bring in the talking animal, like the cowardly lion type of thing. But yeah, it seems like these animals all start running through Oz and tearing shit up. But yeah, very interesting. But on to the last and final portion of this trailer.
Because I knew you.
You're the only friend I ever had.
Because I knew you. And I've had so many friends. I have been changed, but only one that mattered.
I'm off to see the wizard.
Hell yeah. November 21st, baby. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. The wonderful Jeff Goldblum of Oz. Except he's a dickhead. The Oz is always a dickhead. But she says to her, you were the only friend I've ever had. And she says, I've had so many friends, but only one that mattered. Oh, fuck. Don't hit me with the feels right at the end here. Oh, God, but just Cynthia Errivo, give her frickin' flowers. This bitch is so fucking good, man. Like, you just see her with the hat, the broom, the dark clothes, and the hair, and the green skin. Like, why does the green skin look so good on her? Like, in the first movie, or the original Wizard of Oz, you see the green skin, you're like, ugh, the big ugly nose and the warts, and you're like, yeah, that's a witch, she's gross. Where like, you know, this is like, you know, kind of hot, I'm into it. You know, she almost reminds me of like Gamora, where you see Zoe Saldana with the green skin, and you're like, I can get past it, you know? Like, I don't think the green skin's a deal breaker for me. Especially if she's as talented as Zoe Saldana or fucking Cynthia Errivo. Fucking bow down to y'all. But this looks good, you know. I wasn't a huge fan of the first one. I thought it was well done. You know, I thought it looked beautiful. It looked incredible. It just is, you know, the only two things I really have against it is that it's really long. And in the first one, I just felt like Arianna Grande's character felt a little bit too much like overdone, right? Like everything was just like did every note need to be like, I don't know. I think you can sing without everything having to be, you know, like high note city. Like, hit some low notes. People like low notes too. Right? Like, remember from those guys from the original movie? Need some low notes in there too. You can hit some high notes, but you know, not everything can be Mushroom Land. You know what I mean? Like, the lollipop kids, the lollipop kids, lollipop kids. Down here, please. We need a little bit more down here. Not everything needs to be, you know, like, down here, please. I don't know. That's little minor complaints, honestly. Because if you watch my movie review for the first movie, I still absolutely gush over Cynthia Errivo. I think she crushes it. And honestly, I'm going to be here for this second movie. So, see y'all in Thanksgiving time in November. And closer to the holiday season. And we'll be checking out Wicked for Good. And I doubt there will be another trailer. There probably will be, but I doubt I'll do another trailer reaction. So, here it is for the folks that want a little bit of reaction, a trailer to talk some more about Wicked and get excited about. But yeah, coming out in November in a theater near you. So, Thank you guys so much for coming on by, and if you'd like to chat more Wicked, my links for my other social medias are down in the description below. And if you'd like to support the channel and you made it this far in the video, I highly appreciate you, and the best way to support the channel is by liking this video, commenting down below, hitting that bell so you don't miss future videos and you get the notifications when they come out, and make sure you hit that subscribe button for me, y'all. Thank you guys so much. My name's Big Cam once again, and I will see you beautiful people in the next one. Peace!